I'm Miss Walker, and in this video I'm going over week 6 Monday, and this one's over elapsed time. Now, before we left for spring break, we'd only spent about 2 days on elapsed time, so don't be upset with your student or your child if they're not able to do these problems because we did just start it before we went to break. Now, they did learn how to tell time in second grade. That is a second grade skill that they need to continue to work on because we don't usually see analog clocks, and that's what they're working on right now. They're used to seeing the digital clocks like on your phone or on your watch. So this is a skill that they really need to continue to practice on. So they're also going to learn this in 4th grade as well. So if you practice now, when they get to 4th grade, it'll be easier for them. So we are going to start with this first time on this first clock. The hour hand points to the 4 and the minute hand's at the 12. That means this is 4 o'clock. On this one, we have the hour hand in between the 4 and the 5, so it's still 4 something. It is 4:30. Okay. Now, there are different ways to figure this out. Some of you guys already know that if you're at 0 minutes and you're trying to get to 30, you know what it is. You already know how many minutes have passed. Some of you guys need to draw it out because you are visual. You like to see it, and that's how I am. I like to see what's going on. So on my first clock, the minute hand's pointing at the 12. So on my second clock, I'm going to draw my minute hand pointing at the 12 too. And I'm going to keep going with this hand, this new hand that I drew with a different color. I'm going to keep going around my clock like I'm telling time until I get to the new minute hand. So I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So how many minutes have passed? 30 minutes. Now, you're probably also saying, well, you can also do math to figure that out. Yes, you can. You can start with your largest time, which is 4:30. And since we're trying to figure out how many minutes, I'm just going to subtract my minutes. So 30 minutes take away, we have no minutes. And that leaves me with 30 minutes. Okay. All right, moving on to the next one. It says 8 o'clock. So inside my first clock, because the hour hand's pointing at the 8, the minute hand's pointing at the 12, this is 8 o'clock. My next time is between the 8 and the 9. It's still 8, so it's 8:15. Now, some of y'all know this one too. How many minutes have passed? You already know. Let's double check. I'm going to draw my minute hand in a different color at the 12 because it's at the 12 over here. I'm going to draw it at the 12 over here. Now I'm going to keep going clockwise until I meet this other minute hand and see how many minutes I get. I count my minutes by 5. 5, 10, 15 minutes. So in my minutes box, I'm going to write 15. You could also do the subtraction. You can start at this minute, at these minutes. So for 8:15, your minutes are 15 minutes. And at 8 o'clock, your minutes are 0 minutes. So 15 take away 0. It looks like a face. Leaves you with 15 minutes. All right. Moving on to the next one. We have the hour hands at the 12, the minute hands at the 2, which is actually 10. So this is 12, 5, 10. And this one is 12, 5, 10, 15, 20. So if I want to figure out how much time has passed or how much time has elapsed, I would draw my minute hand at the 2 because on my start time, so this is my start time over here. My start minute hand starts with the 2. My end time is over here. My end minute hand's at the 4. So I'm going to draw this one at the 2 so I can see how many jumps it takes to get to the 4. So 5, 10. It takes me 10 minutes. You're also probably thinking, well, I could have just done the math. You could have. You could have done 20 minutes, take away 10 minutes. Ooh, that looks like a 6. It's a 0. And you get 10 minutes. Moving on to this next one. The clock on the start time is between the 5 and the 6. It is 5:15. And then the end time is 5:30. So I'm going to draw my start time line for my minute hand at the 3, where it's 15, and I'm going to count how many jumps it takes to get to the 6. So 5, 10, 15 minutes. Also, if you want to do the math, you have 30 minutes on your end time. So I'm going to use that 30, and I'm going to take away my start time, which is 15. More on the floor, go next door. I now have 2 10s and 10 1s. 10 take away 5 leaves me with 5, and 2 take away 1 leaves me with 1. So it is 15 minutes. Last one. Whoop, whoop. The time is between the 3 and the 4. The hour hand is between the 3 and the 4. So I know it's 3 something. Keep doing that. And that's not even the right color. Boom. All right. It is 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So it is 3:40 on my start time. My end time is 4 o'clock. This one is different than what we've done. Okay. I'm going to show you how it's different when we get to the subtraction part. It's very, very different. So on the start time, we started at 3:40. So my minute hand was pointing at the 40. Now I'm going to tell you right now, we have been doing elapsed time, and it has been in between an hour. It hasn't been over an hour. You're not always going to be able to use a clock and it's not confusing. When it gets past an hour, it's a little bit more confusing on a clock that you draw. So just keep that in mind while we do this last one. Okay. It just reminded me when we got to 4 o'clock. So I'm going to go from the 8 to the 12, which is 3:40 to 4 o'clock. Counting my jumps by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. So it is 20 minutes. I'm going to go over here to the side and show you. 4 o'clock is at the 12, which is a full hour. Okay, we're into the next hour. There are 60 minutes in an hour. So if you want to do subtraction to figure out how much time has passed, you have to put the number 60 because we made it all the way to the next hour. We're going to do 60 minus 40 minutes. 0 minus 0 is 0, and 6 minus 4 is 2. So we were correct when we said it was 20 minutes. I hope that you enjoyed seeing the different strategies where you can count on the clock and also where you can do the subtraction. There are other ways to do elapsed time where you write out the different times. There are ways to do it on the number line, but those work better when it's over an hour. Those are other strategies that you can use. So I may do some videos later where we're doing elapsed time for over an hour. It's not going to be anything that you have to do at home at your at-home packet, but it is something that you're going to have to be able to, as in fourth grade, you're going to see elapsed time again. So if you need any extra help, you need extra practice with it, just give me a call, text, email, whatever. I'm here to help you. Bye.